Former President Donald Trump has reignited his push for the U.S. to acquire Greenland, a move that has once again captured headlines and sparked debate both at home and abroad. He's calling it a national security imperative, arguing that the stakes are higher than ever as global power dynamics shift in the Arctic. Trump frames Greenland as a strategic asset, emphasizing not just its untapped natural resources, but more importantly, its immense military value in the rapidly changing Arctic landscape. He argues that Greenland's unique location is ideal for missile defense systems and advanced surveillance, especially as climate change accelerates the melting of Arctic ice, opening up new sea routes and access points for global trade and military movement. Trump claims this is about protecting vital American interests against the growing presence and influence of Russia and China in the region, both of whom have been increasing their military and economic activities in the Arctic. The island, he says, is like an unsinkable aircraft carrier for the U.S. in the high north, providing a permanent and strategic foothold for American forces and intelligence operations. Trump's rhetoric signals a dramatic shift in U.S. policy. No longer is the Arctic seen as a remote, frozen frontier, but rather as a potential flashpoint for global competition, where military, economic, and environmental interests collide. His aggressive stance, even hinting at the possibility of military force to secure American interests, has alarmed the international community and raised concerns among U.S. allies and rivals alike. For Trump, securing Greenland is fundamental to defending the American homeland from future threats, ensuring that the U.S. remains a dominant power in the Arctic as new challenges emerge. The world is watching closely as the U.S. signals its intent to dominate the Arctic's strategic landscape, setting the stage for a new era of geopolitical rivalry in one of the planet's last great frontiers. In a bold and controversial move to advance his plan, former President Trump appointed Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry as a special envoy to Greenland. Notably, this was done without seeking or receiving Denmark's consent, which immediately raised eyebrows across the international community. What began as a provocative idea quickly escalated into a full-blown diplomatic incident, severely straining the long-standing relationship between the United States and Denmark, and putting both governments under intense scrutiny from their citizens and allies. Landry's mission was clear. He was tasked with negotiating Greenland's transfer to U.S. control. However, both Denmark and Greenland responded with outright refusal, declining to even entertain discussions on the matter, viewing the proposal as an affront to their sovereignty. The appointment of Landry is widely interpreted as a symbol of mounting American pressure, rather than a gesture of genuine diplomacy or partnership, further fueling resentment. Danish officials swiftly condemned the move as deeply disrespectful, summoning the U.S. ambassador in protest and making their disapproval clear to the world's media. The fallout from this episode has not only hardened opposition within Denmark and Greenland, but has also exposed growing cracks and tensions within the NATO alliance, as member states question the U.S. approach. Trump's America First approach, once again, is clashing head-on with established international norms and the principles of mutual respect that underpin global diplomacy, leaving allies frustrated and uncertain. For now, the appointment of the envoy has only deepened the diplomatic standoff, leaving the future of U.S.-Danish relations and the broader international response hanging in the balance. Denmark and Greenland responded swiftly and decisively. Greenland is not for sale under any circumstances. Danish leaders called the proposal absurd and reaffirmed their sovereignty. Greenland's leaders insist their future is for Greenlanders to decide, not Washington or Copenhagen. While some in Greenland seek more independence, few want to become America's 51st state. The European Union and major allies rallied behind Denmark, emphasizing respect for international law. The dispute has exposed tensions within NATO, with the U.S. seen as bullying a smaller ally. The united front from Europe has created a formidable barrier to Trump's ambitions. The message is clear: Greenland's status is not up for negotiation. America's interest in Greenland is part of a much larger and rapidly intensifying Arctic power struggle, where global superpowers are vying for influence and control over this remote, resource-rich region. As the Arctic ice melts at an unprecedented rate, new shipping lanes are opening up, making it possible for cargo ships to travel faster between continents. This also grants access to vast, previously untapped reserves of oil, gas, and minerals, drawing the attention of nations eager to secure energy and economic advantages. Russia, with the longest Arctic coastline, is rapidly expanding its military presence in the region. It is reopening old Soviet-era bases, building new ones, and conducting frequent military drills to assert its dominance and protect its interests. Meanwhile, China is investing heavily in Arctic infrastructure, aiming to establish itself as a key player through its ambitious Polar Silk Road initiative. By funding research stations and building icebreakers, China seeks to expand its influence and secure a foothold in the region's future. The United States already operates a crucial military base in Greenland, which is vital for missile warning, surveillance, and monitoring potential threats from rival powers. This base is a cornerstone of America's Arctic strategy. If the U.S. were to gain greater control over Greenland, it would secure unmatched leverage over Arctic sea routes and key military choke points, giving it a significant strategic advantage in the region. As Russia and China increase their activities in the Arctic, the U.S. views Greenland as a vital strategic bulwark, a buffer, and a launch pad for projecting power and protecting its interests. The race for the Arctic is truly on, with Greenland at the very center of a new era of great power competition. The stakes are higher than ever as nations scramble to secure their place in the future of this rapidly changing frontier.